Welcome to Sheet Director. We're excited to introduce our innovative Google Workspace add-on. Simplify data exchange between apps with Sheet Director, query data, post info from sheets to apps, and keep everything in sync. In this video, we will see how Sheet Director can help you to automate the integration between Google Sheets and Clockify. Let's launch Sheet Director and choose Clockify from the available list of applications. To authorize this application, we need to provide API key. To get the credentials, log in to your Clockify. Click on your profile and choose Preferences. Then click on Advanced and you will see the API key. Generate the new API key or use the existing one. I will name the service as Tasks Query Service. I'll then choose the service named Query, which gets the tasks from Clockify. I'll select the workspace. Now I will choose the tasks object, and then choose the quantum shift from the projects list, and then select the required fields from the fields list. Additionally, I'll also set the max results to 10, limiting the tasks data to 10. For the destination settings, I'll select the Query Tasks Sheet tab to present all the values from Clockify. By default, it begins from cell A1. Also, we have the option to create a new sheet by clicking on the plus icon. And turn on or off the Include Header and Clear Sheet before getting the tasks. I will proceed to execute by clicking on the Execute button. Upon successful execution, we can see that the chosen fields from the list are effectively brought from Clockify and seamlessly presented within the selected sheet. Now, let's look at how to create Clockify tasks from Google Sheets. Let's make another service and name Clockify Post Service for creating the Clockify tasks from the sheet. I will choose the Post service. Then I will select a tasks entity from the list. And I will choose the quantum shift from the project list. For the source sheet, I will choose the Tasks Sheet tab, which begins from cell A1. Once choosing the Sheet tab, it will establish mapping. The mapping aligns the fields between the sheet and the Clockify. So now as it's asking for intelligent mapping, I will select Yes. So it will automatically map both app fields and sheet fields. This mapping guides us on where to place the resulting information in the status and result columns. In the sheet, you'll notice columns labeled Status and Result. These fields will provide you with the status of the posted records. If these fields are not there, these can be easily created by clicking on the plus button or choosing from the column drop-down. The mapping aligns the fields between the sheet and the Clockify. We can manually map by using the column drop-down. To create a new mapping, you can simply click on the plus icon. Deleting a field mapping is as easy as clicking the delete icon above each mapped field, except for mandatory fields. Feel free to use this sample template data and make any necessary updates. Now, I will proceed to execute by clicking on the Execute button. Initially, the status in the status column will indicate Ready to Post. Upon execution, the execution control panel will appear and tell us how many records are ready to post in Clockify. At this point, we have two options, Post Now and Close. I will click on Post Now, which will create tasks in Clockify. After successful execution, each record will be updated individually in the status and result columns. You can also see the links to the created Clockify tasks. Clicking on these links will allow us to view the newly created tasks. Let's prepare a new service named Sync Tasks. This synchronizes the tasks between Google Sheets and Clockify. I'll choose Synchronize as a service type. The synchronized service allows users to automatically synchronize the data between Google Sheets and Clockify. I'll choose the Tasks object from the list and select the project, and then select the necessary fields from the provided fields list. To ensure efficiency, I'll set the max results to 10, restricting to only 10 Clockify tasks. The synchronization process requires the synchronize keys to match rows in Google Sheets with corresponding data in Clockify. You must select the synchronized keys in the fields list. It is essential to note that these keys are mandatory for the synchronization to occur. When there is a conflict between different data in Google Sheets and Clockify for the same data, either side needs to be overwritten to maintain synchronization. You can opt for either Clockify wins or Google Sheet wins to choose which data to keep. In the Clockify wins scenario, the most recent data from Clockify will overwrite and update the corresponding tasks in Google Sheets. On the other hand, in the Google Sheet wins, the most recent data from Google Sheets will overwrite and update the corresponding data in Clockify. First, let me choose Google Sheet wins. Regarding the synchronization sheet, I will opt for the Sync Tasks Sheet tab, and by default, it will begin from cell A1. After configuring the service, let us execute by clicking on the Execute button. The execution control panel will appear. If no records are found in the Google Sheets to synchronize, then the sheet director will get the tasks for us. A prompt will appear, posing the question, "Your Google Sheet seems to be empty. Do you want to get the records from Clockify first?" At this point, two options will be presented, Get Now or Close. You have to select the Get Now option, which will fetch the tasks from Clockify. As mapping is supported at Sync Service, mapping aligns the fields between the synchronization sheet and the Clockify. So now as it's asking for intelligent mapping, I will select Yes. So it will automatically map both app fields and sheet fields. We can manually map by using the column drop-down. To create a new mapping, you can simply click on the plus icon and select Field. If you already have Clockify data in Google Sheets, then you need to select or establish columns to display synchronization status and results. By clicking the plus symbol, I will add the status and result columns to the sheet and make any necessary updates to update the tasks. For some of the tasks, I will update the task's name. You can see the current task's name value of one of the tasks in Clockify. Subsequently, I will click the Execute button. Upon successful execution, the execution control panel will reappear with synchronization details. Number of new records found in Clockify. Total records that are ready to synchronize from the Google Sheet. How many records will be updated in Clockify from the total records? Additionally, I will be asked, "Are you okay to synchronize?" This query is accompanied by two buttons, Sync Now and Close. I will opt for the Sync Now button. Throughout the execution process, each record will be updated individually within Clockify. Upon successful update, the status column in Google Sheets will depict the status of the data. Newly updated data will be marked as synced successfully, while pre-existing data will be indicated as already synchronized. We can see the updated tasks in Clockify. Now, let me choose Clockify Wins. With the Clockify Wins option, recent data of Clockify will be updated in Google Sheets. I will clear both the status and result column values to get new updates of records. To test this, I will change the task's name of one of the tasks to Zoho App Issues. Now it should update the recent value from Clockify. Regarding the synchronization sheet, I will keep the same Sync Tasks Sheet tab, and by default, it will begin from cell A1. After configuring the settings, let us execute by clicking on the Execute button. After executing, the execution control panel will appear and show all the information regarding the update. If the selected sheet is empty, the sheet director will get data. I will again click on the Sync Now button to continue the synchronization. Throughout the successful execution process, each record will be updated individually. We can notice that the value on Google Sheets is replaced by the recent values from Clockify irrespective of the update made on the Google Sheets. Also, the new tasks data will be fetched from Clockify if we have added new tasks to Clockify. Until this point, we observed the synchronization of Clockify tasks originating from cell A1. Now, let's modify the cell value to D8 and select another empty sheet for testing, and proceed with the synchronization process. If no records are found in the Google Sheets to synchronize, then the sheet director will get the tasks data for us. I will click the Get Now button to get Clockify tasks. If you already have Clockify tasks data in Google Sheets, then you need to establish the status and result column for synchronization. Upon successful execution, the execution control panel will reappear with the synchronization details. I will click on the Sync Now button to continue the synchronization. After successful synchronization, you can see the status of each record individually in the Google Sheets. In this way, you can synchronize data from any part of your Google Sheets. With Sheet Director, you effortlessly harness the magic of Clockify tasks. Seamlessly query, display, and transform your Clockify tasks data right within Google Sheets. Experience the future of organization and data synergy with the Sheet Director. Thanks for watching the video.